I love exploring new countries, but this is my first time in Canada. So I can't wait to get stuck into all kinds of amazing, crazy, wild, and really scary new experiences. Welcome to Atlantic Canada. Hello and welcome to Prince Edward Island. I'm Ellen Collin and I'm here to celebrate the birthplace of Canada. Prince Edward Island is Canada's smallest province, but it is hugely significant. It's one of the 4 provinces that make up the region known as Atlantic Canada, and each one has something special to offer. My journey starts where Canada itself began, on Prince Edward Island. 1867, the year Canada was founded. After travelling back in time to find out how it all started, I'll be delving into the fictional world of Anne of Green Gables. How cute is this? I feel like Anne. I'll also be tasting some of the local delicacies before moving on to the province of Nova Scotia. Almost an island, but connected to the mainland by a thin sliver of land, it's blessed with stunning scenery and dramatic viewpoints. I feel like we're at the edge of the world. I'll glide into the wild on a kayak, discover some heartbreaking artifacts from the Titanic, and take my life in my hands with some tidal bore rafting.
We're thinking.
Next, it's a flight to Newfoundland and Labrador for some real Atlantic adventures.
Iceberg, dead ahead! I've always wanted to say that.
I'll visit the most easterly point in the whole of North America, brave Atlantic Canada's longest zip wire, and even try the local fashion.
I'm going to look like Paddington Bear.
My final destination is the province of New Brunswick, where I'll get immersed into the intriguing Acadian culture.
Wow, it smells good.
I get an amazing insight into the life of black bears. Trek through the stunning Fundy National Park and discover I'm not a fan of lobsters.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Oh no, 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 I'm not holding it.
The year is 1864 and I'm in the provincial capital of Prince Edward Island, or PEI as it's more commonly known. I'm taking a carriage ride through the city's history to learn how such a small place played such a big role in Canada's past. And I'm joined by 2 of the people who were there at the time. I can't wait to get going. 150 years ago, Canada was created, and I'm here in Charlottetown on Prince Edward Island with George Coles and his daughter, Mercy. Hi, guys.
Hello.
So can you tell me how it all came about?
Sure. Well, in 1864, Prince Edward Island was still a separate colony belonging to the United Kingdom under the Queen. And in 1864, in the first week of September, a conference was held here in Charlottetown to discuss the possibility of a maritime, an Atlantic Canadian Union, one country separate from the Queen. Well, unfortunately, some upper Canadians came down and commandeered the meeting. And we discussed instead a larger, full Canada Union that stretched from sea to shining sea.
Wow. So why here? Why did it all begin here?
Well, at the time, PEI was actually such a prosperous colony that we weren't willing to go anywhere else. If we were going to talk about a union, we do it right here at home on beautiful PEI. We were so prosperous because of the shipbuilding industry that this was the perfect place for the meeting.
They needed to convince us to join. We wouldn't go to a meeting unless they came to us.
So can you tell me, where did the name Canada come from?
Well, Canada itself is derived from an original First Nations word, Kanata, and since then the Canadians, the first explorer Jacques Cartier, who explored Canada, heard the name, thought it was lovely, and it's stuck ever since.
So where did the name Prince Edward Island come from?
Well, Prince Edward Island has had several names until we finally settled on this one.
Oh, wow.
Initially, the Mi'kmaq people named it Abigwet, which is translated to cradled on the waves, or so we like to claim, but the closer translation would be a log laying low in the distance.
Oh no,
Yeah.
cradle on the waves is nicer. We'll stick with that one.
Exactly.
So Mercy, your dress is absolutely beautiful. I'm kind of jealous. Where did you get it from?
Well, my dressmaker lives here in town, and she made this beautiful gown when we heard that the several delegates from the maritime colonies were arriving. Yes.
So is this something that you would wear every day or special occasions?
This one is more of an everyday dress.
Wow.
I have a couple of ball gowns made, though, for the evenings when the delegates are in town, and there's 17 liquid tons of champagne. I'll certainly bring out my highest gown.
Wow. Well, I'd love to see how extravagant your gown is if this is your everyday outfit.
Thank
It's
you.
beautiful.
Thank you very much.
And where would the men get their suits made?
All local tailors. The wool for the hats and things would have likely come off island, but a lot of the tailors would have produced the suits themselves and all locally made.
And would this be an everyday attire?
This would be every day, top hat and cane most days. Under the heat of the island sun, the wool gets a little hot, but we manage, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but it
It's
keeps
a
you
high
warm.
price for high fashion.
Exactly.
There you go.
I like
Exactly.
that. I like it. So, would you be able to show me some of the significant buildings around the area?
Certainly. Sarah, let's take a trip down Great George Street.
Okay, absolutely.
Thank you very much.
This is one of the quietest capital cities I've ever visited, but every street evokes a captivating historical feel.
This is St. Dunstan's Basilica, and it's actually the fourth incarnation of this building. We've, as we mentioned earlier, there are several fires in Charlottetown, great fires in fact.
Oh, wow.
And the first building was made of wood, of course, and burned to the ground. We built up another, and it was across the street, and we actually decided to move the building, and one of the horses got spooked and sent the rest of the horses running in different directions, pulling the building apart. We like to say that that was the Protestant horse moving the Catholic Church.
Yes.
Split it apart. And then the third building is sitting where this building is. Beautiful outside was similar to this one, but the inside was made of wood again, and the fire gutted the building. And the fourth incarnation is what you see here today.
And it being such a fantastic building, Islanders are going to be so proud of it that there's actually an active bylaw saying that no building in Charlottetown should appear to be higher than the steeple of the beautiful St. Dunstan's Basilica.
Wow.
So that's why all the buildings around Charlottetown seem to be lower than this beautiful church.
So, could we have a quick look inside?
Yes, of course.
And the 1860s are an age of chivalry.
I'll be getting the door for you today.
Oh, thank you. Wow. This is beautiful. The basilica has a distinctly European feel, perhaps because the architect was Scottish, although apparently drawing inspiration from St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York City. It was the Pope himself that granted it basilica status, one of just 20 in the whole of Canada to have that honour. As we emerge into the historic street, even the delightful music seems to perfectly fit with the surroundings. Wow, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
What song was that?
St. Anne's Reel.
St. Anne's Reel. How long have you been playing?
3 years.
3 years, and you're that good. So what's your name?
JC.
JC, that's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Wow, so where do you usually play? Do you play around this area?
I busk at the Guild.
Oh, lovely. How often do you do that?
In the summer, like 3 times.
Lovely.
Like a month.
Oh, nice. So do you want to play the violin when you grow up?
Yes.
You want to do that as a job?
Maybe.
That would be a pretty cool job. Do you want to play me another song?
Sure.
Cool. JC is definitely far more captivating than most buskers I see on my commute in London, but I have to move on. My historic hosts have enticed me into a local pub. So I think we should raise a toast to 150 years of Canada.
Wonderful.
Yeah? Which do you suggest? What drink?
Well, there is a beer on tap called the Cold. It's named after me, George Coles. But I think since we're celebrating Canada today, why don't we have the beer named after our first Prime Minister, the John A.
The John A it is. Yes.
For you.
Thank you. To Charlottetown, the birthplace of Confederation.
To Charlottetown.
And it's good beer. It's time to leave the past behind and visit the city centre to see what modern-day Charlottetown has to offer. And what represents the 21st century more than a festival representing the diversity in Prince Edward Island. I'm here on Queen Street and it's mad here. There's people playing games, there's different types of food, and we got the beautiful sunshine as well. So let's go look around. The main street is absolutely buzzing with communities from all around the world who've made PEI their home. The atmosphere is electric and everyone seems to have a smile on their face. They've come with traditional crafts and mouth-watering cuisine to celebrate the openness and diversity of this province. And of course, there's plenty of song and dance.
I think that's an interesting thing.
This one piece will make 52 layers.
Watch on mobile devices or the big screen. All for free. No subscription required.
It is heartwarming to see so many cultures getting involved. I love how there's so many different things here to try and do. I wouldn't want to argue with those guys. Hello. How are you? Oh wow.
It's the first time Russia is represented here.
First time Russia is represented here.
Yeah.
Awesome. How long are you living here?
Different people live here for different times. I came here to Canada 8 years ago, so it's my 9th year. Well, not very healthy, just
That's
yeah,
okay.
it's sugar and butter, but it's really delicious.
Yeah.
Would you like to try?
What do you recommend? What's the Russian way?
Sour cream and honey. Sour cream
Let's
and
go
honey.
then.
That's
Yeah,
Marie's favorite one.
Sour cream and honey. That's a strange combination for me.
Oh, it's very delicious.
Is it?
Yes, my children like it
Yeah.
so much.
Thank you so much. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna try. Would you usually have the sour cream and honey together? I might try it together. If
You
it's,
can try, yeah.
it's the Russian way I want to try.
After that, you will start to speak Russian.
Oh, is that it?
Yes, it's magic.
If I knew it was this easy all along.
Yeah, while you eat, you can, just prepare yourself. And now say something in Russian.
Привет, So these are used at the end of periods of silence. But there's not much silence going on around here. Well, I have to give it a try. How do you do it? Mine's broken. It's broke. So pretty but so loud, and this guy's taking everything off me today. He did better than me.
Popular Mediterranean food.
It's Mediterranean food?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what type of Mediterranean food is it?
It's mostly Syrian, Lebanese. They're same
okay.
kitchen.
Yeah.
yeah. So mostly like falafels, shawarmas, tabbouleh, hummus, cabbage rolls.
Wow. So how do the Canadians like Mediterranean food?
A lot of Canadians, they like the Mediterranean food, especially the shawarmas and the falafels because they are the most popular. I've noticed that a lot of people, if they want to go like on a date or something, they go to a fancy restaurant, like they go to a Mediterranean because it's something special. It's not like everyday meal.
What do you like most about Prince Edward Island?
Summer.
The summer sunshine certainly is glorious. So I'm taking a wander down the harbour side at Peaks Quay. Everywhere you go, there's reminders of the city's past, but I love how the statues are also animated. I've come to meet Sabrina, manager of Cow's Ice Cream, which I'm told is the best on the island. So Sabrina, tell me what's significant about this ice cream.
We are the world's best ice cream. Cow's is super premium ice cream, which means that they use 18% butterfat content compared to some grocery store brands that might only use 10 or 12. So basically what that means, if you were to weigh a liter of like a no-name grocery store brand ice cream and a liter of our ice cream is going to weigh double because there's so little air in it.
So it seems to be a massive brand because in there you have ice cream, pajamas, t-shirts. It seems like a weird combination.
It has. Cow's has grown like crazy. Our first store opened in 1983 on the Cavendish Boardwalk, and we were originally just selling ice cream. Our first flavor was vanilla, and so we were selling ice cream, but the owner had dressed the employees in cute, fun cow-themed t-shirts, and customers were actually wanting to buy these t-shirts off the employees' back. So it just created a great opportunity to expand into like the retail market too.
So how many flavors of ice cream do you have?
This year I believe we have 39 flavors.
Wow.
We just introduced 4 new ones this year to celebrate Canada 150.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, our 4 new flavors are Royal Canadian Mint, Bessie's Pumpkin Patch, Caramel Macchiato, and Canadian Maple.
Wow, so they all have cute names as well.
Yeah, they're all cute. Our top seller ice cream is Wowie Cowie. Yeah, we have lots of cool names like that, like Messy Bessie and Gooey Mooey, just to keep it fun.
Yeah, well, let's go try some.
Yeah, come scoop you one.
And could I get a mint one?
Sure, 1 scoop or moo?
Moo, please. Wow.
There you are.
Thank you so much.
Have a great day.
Thank you. I got moo scoops. That's good. The waterfront area of Charlottetown is every bit as pretty as the centre, and it's easy to see why this is such a perfect natural harbour. The bay is overlooked by an impressive government house, which has hosted many distinguished visitors. It's not usually open to the public, but they do offer guided tours in July and August. On the other side of the island is another impressive building, which just so happens to be my hotel. Dalvay-by-the-Sea is one of PEI's most iconic places to stay, and has welcomed many VIPs and even royalty in the form of Prince William and the Duchess of Cambridge, so I feel right at home. Time to find out more.
The hotel was built in 1896.
Wow.
It was built by a wealthy Scottish businessman who was the head of the Standard Oil Company. He was partners with J.D. Rockefeller, who at the time was, you know, the wealthiest man in the world.
Oh, wow.
And this property was built as a summer home. And unfortunately, his son-in-law squandered the family fortune, and the property became a hotel. And then it's been a hotel ever since.
And I love it here because you really get to feel like the old style feel of it, but it's still modern as well.
Right, yeah. There's some unique idiosyncrasies about this property. There are no televisions in the room. There's no telephone. No telephones in the room. But the point of Dalvay is getting away from your regular routine and slowing down, you know, and stepping back a few years. So.
Yeah, and I felt that since I've been here. You switch off.
Right.
You're not looking for the TV. You're not looking at your phone so much, and you know, it doesn't feel like a regular. It feels like a retreat almost.
Right, and most of the time, where we're sat right now, you know, there's always a crowd of people in front of the fire, people reading books. We have the library where you can play games. You know, you can take a drink here in front of the fire. It's just, it's a wonderful place to be.
So, can you tell me a bit about the grounds? What's around here?
So here very close to Dalvay-by-the-Sea, being in the national park, we have some of the best beaches in North America right on our doorstep with sand dunes. We also have Lake Dalvay, which is right outside the hotel. And the lake, we have kayaks and pedal boats, which we put out on the lake every year. We rent bikes. There's a cycle path which runs from our door the whole 15 kilometres down to the end of the park at Robinson's Island, and it's a beautiful cycle path. But a lot of people come to this hotel because of its connections with the Anne of Green Gables, both the book and also the television series which was filmed here. The Dalvay-by-the-Sea was actually the White Sands Hotel in the Road to Avonlea, which was a television series about Anne of Green Gables.
So tell me, I'm not sure if you get this question a lot. Is this place haunted?
So they tell me. I have yet to see any evidence of it, but yeah, I don't mind too much if it is, but yeah, I've certainly heard stories.
Can you tell me one of the stories?
I had one the other day. There was a gentleman who was staying in one of the rooms, and his light was switching on and off by itself in the middle of the night. He unplugged it, you know, and took the bulb out. He was that worried about his light coming on and off. And I did check the light. There was no loose wire, no reason for it to do that. But
well, we were sat here last night and those lights kept going off as well, on and off, but I love that kind of stuff, so I was enjoying it.
Right.
Well, real ghosts or not, it's a magnificent place to stay. If there is one thing that you simply can't avoid on PEI, it's that this is the home of Lucy Maud Montgomery's book, Anne of Green Gables. Whee! This hat has to go. How cute is this? I feel like Anne. I'm meeting George Campbell, who has a very special connection to Anne.
This place belonged to my great-grandparents, John and Annie Campbell,
who
were Lucy Maud Montgomery's aunt and uncle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what do you think made the book so popular?
Well, some people say that Anne is a bit of a feminist and wants to be able to do things on her own, and I think women want to be able to think that they are like Anne, I guess.
Yeah.
And of course, people want to visit the museum. We have a large collection of artifacts that she wrote about, and that was still here on the property when she came to visit and write about our property.
Did you say there was a river or a lake or something?
Yes, well, of course, Lake Shining Water's down here.
Ah, wow, well, can we have a look?
Yes, absolutely.
Brilliant. So George, tell me, what's it like being part of the family?
Well, it's certainly a wonderful experience now because everybody, it seems, has fallen in love with Anne of Green Gables, and they want to, if they can talk to a relative, it seems to really make them excited.
Yeah.
And then to find out that we've lived on this property for 240 years, and it sure makes it real for them that there's still people that are still here farming and on the same land that when Lucy Montgomery used to visit here a lot.
Yeah, that's amazing. So it seems we're standing here. Can you tell me why this is called the Lake of Shining Water?
Well, in the mornings, between like 9 to 10:30, when the sun's rising up from the east, that pond just sparkles so much it almost looks like it's on fire. But every pond on Prince Edward Island would actually have that same look as the sun is getting up. But maybe this did sparkle more than others. I don't know.
Maybe it just stuck in her mind in a way because it was on her property.
Sure. Yeah,
that's awesome. So what else is there to see?
Well, we actually in our parlor we have the bookcase that she writes about in Anne of Green Gables, where she said she had an imaginary friend, Katie Morse, and she would look in the glass doors and imagine that she had a friend in there to play with.
Oh.
So we have that bookcase up there in the museum in the parlor.
Wow, well, let's take a look.
Yeah, sure.
So this is the bookcase?
Yes, this is the bookcase that she writes about in Anne of Green Gables. She says she has an imaginary friend, Katie Morse, and she used to look in the glass doors and imagine that she had a friend that she could play with in there.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yes, it is, that's for sure. No doubt about that. So that bookcase was actually in her grandparents' McNeil homestead, and when she moved up here, she took the bookcase up with her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So was it a successful book from the beginning?
No, it was rejected 4 times.
Wow.
Yeah, and so it was published on the 5th of 10. She wrote it actually in 1904, and it was published in 1908.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and became immediately bestseller after it was published, yeah.
That's amazing. I wonder if I can find myself a friend in there. What do you reckon?
Yes, I think you could, that's for sure.
So this is the organ?
Yes, this is the organ in which Lucy Montgomery's wedding march was played on. My grandmother played the wedding march for her, and it was a 1910 Presbyterian hymn, The Voice That Breathed Over Eden. Because the organ still works, we still get it tuned up.
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, does it take much to maintain it?
No, it's not really, but the parts of the inside, what they call the fellows, and I don't know too much about it after that, that you have to be careful that insects don't get into it.
Right.
Yeah. So that black screw in the wall, she says in her diaries that when she came here originally, at a very young girl, she used to measure herself by it.
No way.
And she said when she came here first, it was to my nose, and now she says it's almost to my knees.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So,
that is a weird screw, isn't it?
That is, that's for sure.
I don't think I was ever that height. So this was Lucy's room?
Yes, this is the room that she stayed when she came here. She had a picture of this bedroom in her diaries, so that's how we knew for sure.
And is it as it was then?
Yes, it is. We still have all the old furniture that was in the house when I grew up, and we were lucky to have that, really. When everybody was throwing out the old furniture and buying new furniture in the late 50s and early 60s, we had to keep our old furniture.
Why did you have to keep it?
Well, we didn't have enough money to buy the new.
Right, well look where it got you now.
Look where it got me now, that's for sure, that's for sure.
So what was it like to grow up in this house then?
Well, it was a wonderful experience. In the winter time, we always enjoyed the winter, even though I was in the other room, which was on the north side and cold, but we embraced the winter because we got to play hockey and skate on the Lake Shining Waters.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, George, thank you so much for showing me around
Well,
the
you're
house.
quite welcome. It was my pleasure, and come back and visit us again.
I will. Great, thank you. Now, I think my carriage awaits. Hello.
Hello.
Ooh, this is pretty. Where are we going?
We're going for a nice ride over the property with the horse. Her name is Molly. Molly.
Molly's tired. It's been a long day.
No. It's okay. Come, Molly.
It's a bit bumpy. And a few colourful miles down the road is the famous house itself, where I'm meeting O'Sell Matherson.
So this is the famous Green Gables house. This house and this site inspired the setting in the famous novel, in Lucy Maud Montgomery's famous novel, Anne of Green Gables. This was the house of her cousins, David and Margaret McNeil. And so she would often come to this house and come visit, and she really loved it. She thought it was a very beautiful, as you can see, it's very natural. Yeah. So she decided to use it as the inspiration for the setting in her novel.
Beautiful.
But there are a few sort of hidden gems. Lover's Lane, which is a small trail just behind you here, and that was actually described in the novel Anne of Green Gables. Her and Diana would often go down Lover's Lane. But also, Lucy Maud Montgomery is also known for her imagination. So she used this as the inspiration for the setting in her novel, but she added things to the site. So there's things that we see here today, even the fact that the house is painted, the roof is green and so on, those things weren't actually like that in the late 1800s. Those are things that she imagined and she placed in the story. So the Haunted Wood Trail, of course, there's some imagination in there, some things that she's created there that weren't necessarily.
And one person has the perfect job.
So Emily, you play Anne here at the park. So what is it like to play the role of Anne?
It's been incredible so far, the bit I've been out as Anne, to be able to portray such a fun character. And it is fun. I get to kind of let out my inner child and use my imagination just like she did. So it's a lot of fun.
So have you always been a fan?
Yes, I grew up here on Prince Edward Island, so I used to spend my summers going to all the musicals and plays and reading the book and coming here. I was obsessed with Anne. I loved her.
So we're going to head into the house in a bit. What are some of the things we're going to see in there?
Yeah, so the house is made to look exactly how it was described in Anne of Green Gables. So there's a lot of interesting things in there. You can go upstairs and see Anne's room, perfectly as it's described in the book. There's her puff sleeve dress in there. There's a slate that she smashed over Gilbert's head. In the kitchen, there's even the bottle of raspberry cordial that her and Diana were supposed to have for a picnic. So there's lots of little things like that that the book talks about that are in the house.
And finally, is there a little bit of Anne in you?
I think so. I got that a lot growing up as a redheaded, talkative girl on Prince Edward Island. I get it a lot. But yeah, I think Anne and I share a fascination with the wonder of the simplest of things, I think. She loves nature and she loves Prince Edward Island and loves seeing the beauty in nature and those kind of things, and I do too. So when I was reading the book, I really identified with Anne in that way, to just appreciate the world we live in.
Wow, yeah, and you really do look like her. You have to look down in a way. Thank you so much for speaking to me today. Thank you. I can't wait to go and see this. Wow, she had a beautiful imagination. This place is really cute. Look at that book. It's massive. That pie looks nice. I like the wallpaper. It's probably not my taste, but she loved nature, so I can see why she would bring the outside in. So in the book, this was Matthew's room. In the book, he had a heart condition and he couldn't climb the stairs, so he stayed here. But in real life, this was actually just called the kitchen bedroom. And this is where people who were pregnant or were sick would sleep because it's close to the kitchen and they didn't have to climb the stairs, and easy access to food, which is very handy for pregnant women. And it stays warm because obviously the kitchen is the warmest room in the house, hence this is right next to it. So this is where the cordial is kept that Anne talked about in the book. I might try to sneak a bit. So a fun fact about this bread behind me, it's actually 12 years old, the guide Gabrielle just told me. So they used a preservative that they use in dinosaur bones. Sadly, the 12-year-old tea has evaporated.
But there was nothing missing upstairs.
Oh, wow. Okay, this must be Anne's room because I see a broken slate. And in the book, Anne broke a slate over Gilbert's head because he used to mock her all the time, calling her carrot head. I like her already. So that's the significance of the slate. And also there's a puffed dress on the door there, and she's always wanted a puffed sleeve dress, just like me.
In fact, I'd love the whole house.
Well, that house was absolutely amazing, and apparently it's just a hop, skip and a jump to Lover's Lane. Lover's Lane. Which way, which way? This way. Nope, this way.
There's a sense of the magical when walking the same lanes as Anne.
I'm on my way to Balsam Hollow.
And it's easy to see why the author, Lucy Maud Montgomery, loved the place so much.
I had always a deep love of nature, a little fern growing in the woods, a shallow sheet of June bells under the firs, moonlight falling on the ivory column of a tall birch. All gave me feelings which I had no vocabulary to express.
I want a garden like this.
It's been a lovely day here in Green Gables. It really has brought out the inner child in me, or should I say the inner Anne in me. If you haven't read the book, then I definitely recommend it, and do it before you come here. It is incredible.
Before I leave, I have one more question for my Parks Canada guide, Osel.
So is there anything else to see and do in the park besides the book?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So here we have Green Gables Heritage Place, but just next door we have PI National Park, which also is talked about in the novel and was a source of inspiration for Lucy Maud Montgomery.
Okay.
And beautiful beaches, some of the best beaches in the east coast of Canada,
Wow.
white sand dunes, some of the warmest waters as well. So lots of people like to come to PI to visit Green Gables, but also to visit the national park because the beaches are so great, and it's just a great place for a family vacation.
Beautiful, I can't wait to have a look around.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks for talking to me.
Thank you, Alan.
But the hike along the coast would have to wait as I fancied a drink. And I found just the place. The award-winning Rossignol Vineyard is the largest on the island and produces some of PEI's finest wine. Heidi Waterman is going to tell me more.
It's run by John Rossignol, and he's one gentleman who's been here for about 20 years.
So what types of wine do you make here?
So we do mostly fruit wine. Grapes don't grow very well in the Atlantic provinces, but there are a few varieties, hardy varieties, that do grow. So we do have a few table wines, but we do mostly fruit wines.
This is my first time hearing of fruit wine. We don't really hear of it in the UK at all. So what kind of fruit wines do you do?
So basically anything that grows on PEI, we make a wine from it. So blueberries, strawberries, cranberry, strawberry rhubarb combination. We have a blackberry mead, cassis, which is black currant. We have apple and raspberry. We also have a maple wine, which isn't a fruit, but it's made from maple syrup, which is still a local product. So, yeah,
That sounds beautiful.
It's a nice one. Yeah.
Which is your favorite wine?
This year, and it changes from year to year.
Yeah.
My favorite one this year, I think, is the strawberry one.
Yeah, that sounds gorgeous.
It's really good.
Yeah, it sounds lovely. Do you buy the fruit from local producers?
Yes, everything is made from fresh local produce.
Behind the quaint exterior, the winery boasts an efficient modern processing plant. But there's no point in just looking. I want to try some.
So what wine is this then?
This is Ile Saint-Jean white.
Okay, so this is the one that we saw in the barrels inside.
Right.
So sweet. That's gorgeous. So this is a grape wine.
Yes.
Wow, that's gorgeous. So how many bottles would you get out of a barrel?
About 600.
600, wow. And do you sell them all locally?
Yes, yeah, only on PEI.
So what are the most popular wines with the customers?
Probably our wild blueberry.
Can I sample that one?
Absolutely.
Thank you. So you were saying this is?
It's a medium.
It's a medium. It doesn't smell too blueberry-ish. Wow, that's gorgeous. It's almost like a dessert wine. That's beautiful. You can really taste the blueberries. It's lovely. Well, thank you so much for showing me around. It's been beautiful. Now the hardest thing is choosing which bottle I want.
Take them off.
You're right.
Back at the hotel, my guide Grant McRae is waiting to tell me more about the island.
Prince Edward Island is Canada's smallest province. It was actually inhabited some 10,000 years ago, and that was by the natives, Aboriginals. And since then, in the 1700s, it would have been started to be inhabited by the European settlers, the French, the English, the Scottish, Irish. This area was one of the early settlements for the English, and it would have been settled, I suspect, in the early 1800s. But it's the location faces the Gulf of St. Lawrence. It would have been, at that time, it would have been a good area for the forest, which were cut down and turned into ships. It would have been extremely good for fishing. The PEI National Park, which encompasses a large part of the northern central coastline of PEI, is a big attraction. And all around the island, you'll find some really great beaches. Depending where you are, it'll be white sand or red sand, but the beaches are very attractive. The swimming is great in July and August. It's a great place to explore.
Well, seeing that everyone keeps telling me that I need to explore the coastline of the national park, I feel like it's time to go hiking. It's so peaceful, with the red cliffs and the occasional cormorants flying past.
I can't get over just how beautiful the coastline is along this national park, and this red sandstone is actually red in colour because of the amount of iron in the water. So all along this area you're going to see red sand, red cliffs. It's beautiful. Wow, I really love this. It's so beautiful.
The roads and pathways are immaculately maintained, so it is the perfect place to take your daily exercise. Further along, there are a scattering of small villages and fishing harbours. It's like a land that time forgot, but I love it.
What a cute little lighthouse. Wow, so many nice beaches here in the national park. Apparently the whole north shore of Prince Edward Island is much like this. It's nice. And Prince Edward Island has its own little baby islands. Oh look, that lighthouse is actually working. Didn't look like it was going, did it?
These cute little square lighthouses are quite common in this region, but they do the job. Cavendish Beach boasts miles of sand dunes and soft, sandy beaches, and it is also home to a series of summer music concerts each year. I can't imagine this place being busy, but I'd love to come back and see them. For now, just the beach is enough.
Wow. This is beautiful. You just know if this beach was in the UK, it would be jam-packed. Not here. Oh, the sand is so fluffy. What a lovely place to chill out.
And at the end of a long day, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
It's the perfect way to end a day.
Okay, Prince Edward Island, I'm impressed. Next time, I'm holding my breath and trying an island delicacy before taking the ferry to my next destination, Nova Scotia. And I get to spend a night in a whiskey distillery. See you next time.